Welcome to YT Andy, and today I'm in Bonifacio Global City, or BGC. BGC is the most upscale, trendy, modern and a vibrant district of Metro Manila. Let's have a look and let's start with the High Street. BGC High Street is a mecca for shopping and dining. This is the centerpiece of the BGC district, and now this high street is ranked as the top 50 most expensive high streets in the world, and I think it's deservedly so. This place is vibrant and very lively. If you're in Manila, this is a must visit. One side of the BGC High Street leads to the Amphitheater, and the other end leads to Surrendra Plaza, which is a residential complex and also a small hub for dining. And Christmas is fast approaching and it's showing. That's the amphitheater in front of me. That's actually the venue for a lot of events.
Vegetables you can eat. Vegetables you can also eat as well as fruit shop.
BGC is also famous for its art installation, murals, and look at this. This is a very interesting carving into the tree. On my right hand side is the Central Square Market. It's a small but a luxurious mall. This is the 5th Avenue, and this street is usually closed on the weekends for events, like there's one happening right now. And this street also has a couple of these 3D installations. Just as you cross the amphitheater, you head into a small mall called as One Bonifacio High Street. On the right hand side is the Shangri-La Hotel, and this is the mall. Put together, both these places offer you a lot of cafes, restaurants and bars. It's a pretty hot spot at night. BGC is full of trendy cafes, placed in a very nice setting. For the curious and scientific minds, there's also a mine museum here, which has got its futuristic design. It's all in the middle of BGC. This city or this district packs a punch, and that's the Shangri-La at the fort. Oh yes. Once you cross the High Street and the Mine Museum, you actually come to a place called as Uptown. It's also known as Burgos Circle, and this is again another live, work, play kind of a concept. BGC is actually one attraction after the other. There's no dull moment. It just goes on and on. And that's actually a small park, and that's known as the Burgos Circle. And this is the central street of the Uptown. It's got cafes on both the sides, residential buildings. It's a nice place to chill out in the afternoon, but in the night it changes a bit of flavor. It becomes like a nightlife hotspot. This stretch of the Uptown actually becomes pretty lively at night. It's Christmas is approaching and you can see that from the decorations. This is Dr. Wine. It's a good cafe by the day, and in the night it becomes a pretty happening bar. Let's go inside. Dr. Wine has gained its reputation as one of the premier bars in BGC and also in Metro Manila. Dr. Wine has a very cozy vibe in the day, but in the night this place turns pretty wild. Any time of the day, Dr. Wine is a good place to come and have beer or cocktails. Cheers. BGC turns on a different kind of a magic at night. It gives you a completely different feel, and it's worth hanging around here. I'm in front of the Mitsukoshi Mall. This area is also called as the BGC North. It has the Mitsukoshi Mall, which is the Japanese mall. There's a Grand Hyatt here. There's an Uptown Mall and Uptown Parade. It's actually a combination of two townships. Let's have a look. We're inside the Mitsukoshi Mall. It's not a very big mall, but it's done very nicely. Whatever it has exudes class and functionality. It also has a supermarket called as Mitsukoshi Fresh, which is one of the nicest supermarkets I think. Mitsukoshi Mall also has a small deli. You can actually get some good things to eat and some good wine and beers to drink. I like this spot, it's quite nice. Mitsukoshi Mall also has a food court, which is actually quite famous, and you can get a lot of variety, especially if you like Japanese food. It's worth trying. Uptown Mall is a fairly large mall, and this is the inside portion of the mall. This is just one of the floors. Uptown Mall and Uptown Parade put together has a lot of good restaurants, bars and cafes, and is a good choice for dining out or having a lunch. The Uptown Mall becomes very glitzy at night. Uptown Parade has a few nightclubs and some cozy bars. A few of them actually are at the street side. Overall, Uptown Parade has a nice vibe. Uptown Parade is also connected to the Uptown Mall through a footbridge, but of course you can also walk from the road. In the last few years, across different cities in the world, I've visited a lot of new districts which have been recently developed. And whenever you see those districts, there's one clear feeling that the 70% of it gives you a feeling of a financial district or a central business district. What makes Bonifacio Global City very different is that it doesn't give you one monotone. It gives you a one-third feeling of a business district, one-third feeling of a residential place, and one-third feeling of a place for entertainment and generally playing around. So that's what makes BGC really different. To demonstrate my point, let me show you one shot of the BGC North. You'll see the office towers on the video. So these are the BPOs and the IT companies. And just below that there's a mall here. And on the other side you will see there are a lot of residences. Across the road there's another mall called as Mitsukoshi Mall, and on the right ahead is a place called as Uptown Parade, which is known for its restaurants, bars and cafes. So if you look at this place, it's a constant toggle between live, work and play. BGC is a very interesting spot where the skyscrapers, they mix and merge with the parks, joggers and the bikers. It's a very good place to live, work and play. That's a soccer class for the kids. BGC is a proper city. It's not a CBD, it's not a financial district alone. It's a full city by itself. BGC has a few malls. I've showed you a couple of them, and right now I'm at the SM Aura, which is probably the biggest mall in the BGC neighborhood, and then there's one next to it which is the Market. SM Aura is a fairly big mall spread across 5 levels, and it also has a rooftop. The malls in Philippines are decorated for Christmas. And SM Aura Mall also has a rooftop, which is pretty interesting. It's got some restaurants and cafes. It's raining today. Otherwise, the rooftop has a life of its own. And from the rooftop, you get a very good view of the BGC district. Market is a budget-friendly shopping place in the heart of BGC. This is another park. It's called as the Terra 28th, and this is a good place to unwind. In front of me is a spot known as the 4th Strip. It's got some bars and a few clubs as well, and you can see the glittering skyline of Bonifacio Global City at the background. I'm now at the 4th Strip, And in front of me is a club called as the BSK, and next to that is Nectar. So this is the clubbing stretch. We at the BGC High Street South Block. This is the newest part of the BGC that has been developed. It's got a few residences, some nice restaurants and bars. Let's have a look. This is the Oro Chocolate Cafe. This is started by a chocolate manufacturer and has become pretty popular. And this is Bolero. This restaurant has gained some reputation lately. And there are many more choices to choose from. BGC actually crosses a lot of ticks. Right across the road, if I can zoom, you'll see a Maybank Performing Arts Theater. So there's a bit of culture, there are parks, there are bars, shopping, residences, offices. All in all, BGC is a fairly complete package in itself. Other than these restaurants here, there are also good rooftop bars in BGC. And the couple of my favorites are the one in Grand Hyatt, which is the Peak, and then there's another one called as the Straight Up, which is in the Seda Hotel. I'll show that to you. So the south block of BGC extends actually to 2 or 3 blocks. There are more residences here, and there's a big Nike store there in front. What BGC has also done very well is that they have been able to make a lot of pocket parks. While they may not be big gardens, big grounds, but these are pocket parks which nevertheless add value to the neighborhood. In this video, I've shown you some of the best things to do in BGC. BGC really packs a punch. It's a pretty large area, and in a large area like this, obviously I would have missed out some spots, some bars, some restaurants, some neighborhoods, sub-neighborhoods. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to IT Handy.